like a buttercup. You're a Barbie doll. Show them all what I'm made of. Strut down the hall. Won't stop till I get enough.
All right, so are you ready to dive into something a little different today? We're taking a fun look at celebrity families.
Ooh, fine.
Specifically, the Kardashians.
Okay.
You might be thinking, what could a home video of the Kardashians as kids possibly teach me?
Yeah, like what's the takeaway here?
Get ready to be surprised.
All right, I'm intrigued.
Our source material. A TMZ article, and the title is Gold. Kourtney Kardashian calls Khloé the real star of Kardashian-Jenner family.
And she's not just saying it either.
Right.
She proves it.
She shows it.
Yeah, with this vintage home video.
Yes. Kourtney, Kim, and Khloé as kids, all decked out singing Tiffany's I Think We're Alone Now.
Oh, I love it already. And you can practically hear Kris Jenner behind the camera orchestrating the whole thing.
Oh, for sure.
Like, work it, girls, work it.
Okay, so picture this. The three sisters looking adorable in matching outfits, giving their all to this 80s pop classic.
It's so cute.
But what's fascinating is how their individual personalities shine through, even at such a young age.
Oh, absolutely.
Kourtney posted this gem on Instagram with the caption, "I think we all know who the real star is here," and it rhymes with snowy.
It rhymes with snowy. I wonder who that could be.
Now, you might think this is just some lighthearted sibling teasing.
Oh, definitely some classic sibling rivalry.
But I think there's more to it.
Oh, yeah, I think so, too.
It's like a window into their development, you know?
Like their personalities already forming.
Exactly, and maybe even foreshadows their future careers.
Oh, that's a really good point.
What jumped out at you when you watched the video?
Well, Khloé is front and center, rocking sunglasses.
Oh, yeah.
Not missing a single lyric. The microphone is glued to her hand.
She's owning it.
She's totally comfortable performing.
A natural.
And it makes you wonder if that natural ease in front of the camera is what helped her excel in reality TV later on.
Right. It's almost as if she was born for this.
Yeah.
And then there's Kim, who seems a little more hesitant.
Yeah, well,
Not fully embracing the performance.
It's so interesting because even though she seemed uncomfortable in the video, she ultimately became the most famous of the three.
Yeah, how about that?
Makes you think about that whole nature versus nurture debate, right?
Oh, totally.
Are we born with certain predispositions, or is it our environment and experiences that shape us?
It's a big question.
It really is.
And then you've got Kourtney, who's kind of observing, taking it all in.
But she's behind the scenes already.
Yeah, it's like she's recognizing Khloé's star power even then.
That's such a good observation.
Yeah.
Because Kourtney has always been known for her business savvy.
Yeah, she's got that entrepreneurial spirit.
And her ability to spot opportunities.
You know what? Maybe even as a kid, she was analyzing the situation.
I like that.
Picking up on those subtle cues.
It reminds me of like the Olsen twins, how they're identical.
Yeah.
But they've had such different career trajectories.
That's such a great point, even within the same family.
Yeah.
Siblings can take wildly different paths. So if those early tendencies we see in the video did influence their career choices,
Yeah.
what does that say about the impact of family dynamics on who we become?
That's a great question, and is one we'll definitely explore further.
Okay.
But before we do that, let's not forget the fan reaction to Kourtney's post.
The comments.
Everyone was on board,
All in agreement.
praising Khloé's iconic performance.
Khloé herself even chimed in.
Oh, really? What'd she say?
Just a simple but powerful iconic.
I love it.
She really owns that label.
Totally.
But this lighthearted exchange,
Yeah.
it actually touches on a bigger question.
Yeah.
Are some people just born to be stars?
Oh, the million-dollar question right there.
Right.
This Kardashian home video, as silly as it might seem,
I know, it's so simple, but
gives us a little peek into that complex interplay of personality, family influence, and ultimately the path to fame.
I totally agree. And it makes you think about your own family, doesn't it?
It does, yeah.
Who were the stars in your household? How did those roles influence who you are today?
It's fascinating, isn't it? How these seemingly insignificant moments from our childhood can have such a profound impact.
It really is. And even a home video can reveal so much about family dynamics
You said it.
and how we develop.
And we're just scratching the surface here.
Oh, absolutely.
There's a whole lot more to unpack.
We'll delve into the wider implications of this playful interaction in part 2.
Can't wait.
Stay tuned.
Welcome back.
We're picking up right where we left off, pondering that question. Are stars born or made? And how much do those early roles we play in our families influence our paths?
You know, it's really fascinating how that simple home video sparked such a wave of discussion online.
Yeah, people were really into it.
Some people were just focused on the playful sibling rivalry, you know?
Right.
But others saw it as a glimpse into the sisters' personalities and how those traits might have shaped their careers.
Yeah, like we got a peek behind the curtain.
Exactly, like a look at the Kardashians before they were the Kardashians.
Let's.
And it sparked a conversation about that nature versus nurture debate. And not just for celebrities, but for all of us, you know?
Oh, totally.
How much of who we are is predetermined.
Right.
And how much is shaped by our environment and our experiences.
That's something I think everyone thinks about.
Yeah.
We all have those what-if moments, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Like, what if I'd pursued a different path?
Yeah.
Made different choices?
Totally.
Would I be a different person today?
Yeah, and you know, when you look at a family like the Kardashians, who are so much in the public eye,
Oh, constantly.
it makes you wonder how those dynamics play out on a grander scale.
I know, it's crazy.
Did their family environment, the roles they adopted as children, contribute to their success?
Right, because we see them now as these polished, successful individuals.
Totally.
But that home video reminds us they had a childhood,
Yeah.
a family dynamic that shaped them.
And it's such a powerful reminder for all of us. You know, we tend to put celebrities on pedestals.
They seem larger than life.
But they're still human beings with families, with histories that have influenced who they are.
Yeah, it's like that home video humanized them,
I agree.
brought them down to earth a little bit.
Definitely.
We saw them as sisters, as kids just having fun before the fame and fortune.
Speaking of those early roles that they played,
Yeah.
do you think if Kim had been more comfortable in the spotlight as a child, she might have found fame earlier?
Or what if Khloé had been more reserved?
Yeah.
Do you think she wouldn't have been such a natural acricide on reality TV?
Oh, that's so interesting.
Right.
It's impossible to know for sure.
Yeah,
But it's a really interesting thought experiment.
it is.
And it highlights how those seemingly insignificant moments from our childhood can have those ripple effects.
Yeah, throughout our lives.
Exactly. It's those little moments, those seemingly insignificant interactions
Right.
that shape our personalities and influence the choices that we make.
And for the Kardashians, those choices played out on a very public stage.
Oh, yeah, for the whole world to see.
Don't forget the timing of Kourtney's post.
Oh, right.
December 22nd.
Right before Christmas.
Exactly, a few days before Christmas.
Makes you wonder if there was a little bit of strategy behind it.
Oh, for sure. The Kardashians are masters of their image.
Oh, absolutely. They know what they're doing.
And that post felt like a well-calculated move to kind of humanize their brand during the holidays.
Yeah, like, hey, we're just a normal family celebrating Christmas, even if our version of normal includes a little more glitz and glam.
Right, exactly. And by sharing that home video,
Yeah.
they reminded their audience that behind the carefully curated Instagram feeds,
Yeah. And the red carpet appearances.
they're still sisters
Yeah.
who grew up together, who have a shared history.
And that shared history, those early dynamics that we see in the video,
Yeah,
they undoubtedly shaped the people they are today, both individually and as a family.
that makes sense.
But I think there's another layer to this whole thing that we need to explore.
Okay, what's that?
We've talked about the impact of family dynamics, that nature versus nurture debate.
Right.
But what about the role of the public eye? How has the constant scrutiny of the media and their fans shaped the Kardashian family?
That's such a good point, you know?
Yeah.
Because we can't ignore the impact of fame on their lives.
Yeah, it's a factor that most families don't have to deal with.
Right, exactly.
It makes you wonder how much of their lives, their personalities, even their relationships,
Yeah.
are shaped by the need to maintain their public image, their brand.
I think that's a question we'll definitely dive into in the final part of our deep dive.
Yeah, that's a good one to explore further.
But before we move on, I want to bring it back to our listeners.
Yes, let's shift the focus for a moment.
We've been analyzing the Kardashians,
Yeah.
but what about our own lives?
Yeah, think about your own family dynamics.
Were there stars in your family growing up?
Yeah.
Did those roles influence the choices that you made, the person you became?
And how have those dynamics evolved over time?
It's crazy how these family relationships can shift and change as we grow.
Yeah, and as we evolve.
It's definitely something worth pondering as we head into the final part of our deep dive.
Yeah, definitely.
We'll explore the role of the public eye, the challenges and complexities of fame, and how the Kardashians navigate this unique landscape.
That's going to be good.
Stay tuned. Welcome back to the final part of our deep dive, and we've been unpacking this home video of the Kardashians as kids.
Yeah, it seems so simple on the surface.
But we're discovering all these layers of meaning about family dynamics and the nature of stardom.
And how much our childhood experiences shape us.
Right, exactly. And now we're going to add another layer to the mix.
Ooh, even more layers.
We talked about how those early roles within families might influence career choices.
Right.
But what happens when that family is constantly in the spotlight?
Oh, yeah, that adds a whole other dimension.
Right. It's one thing for us to joke about who is the star of our family growing up.
Yeah.
But imagine having that play out on a global stage.
Oh, I can't even imagine.
With millions of people analyzing your every move.
That's got to be intense.
And the Kardashians have built an empire on this idea of being relatable yet aspirational.
Yeah, they're like the ultimate girl next door, but with, like, $1 billion.
They invite us into their lives, their homes, their families, all while maintaining this carefully crafted image.
So how does that home video, with its raw, unfiltered glimpse of their childhood, fit into that image?
I know, it's an interesting contrast.
It's almost like a strategic move to humanize their brand.
Yeah.
By showing us this authentic moment from their past, they're reminding us that they weren't always the polished, successful figures we see today.
Right, they were once just kids.
Like the rest of us.
Exactly.
It's like they're saying, hey, we've got embarrassing home videos too.
I love that.
And it works because it makes them seem more relatable, more accessible.
Yeah, like they're not so different from us.
And the timing of Kourtney's post, right before Christmas, adds another layer of strategy too.
Oh, for sure.
The holidays are a time for family, for nostalgia, for those warm, fuzzy feelings.
Totally.
By sharing this childhood memory, they're tapping into that sentiment.
It's brilliant marketing, really.
It is. It's really smart.
They've managed to turn a home video into a PR masterpiece.
Yeah, they're the queens of that.
Reinforcing their brand while also giving us a glimpse of their humanity.
And it makes you wonder how much of what we see from the Kardashians is carefully calculated.
That's the question, isn't it?
Are they always on, even in those seemingly candid moments?
Where does the performance end and the real person begin?
That's a tough one.
And can we ever truly separate the two when it comes to celebrities who live their lives so publicly?
It's like they're living in this constantly shifting landscape, navigating the line between their public image and their private lives.
Yeah, I can see that.
And social media has only intensified that dynamic.
Oh, absolutely.
Think about it.
Yeah.
That home video, that playful interaction between sisters, reached millions of people in an instant.
It's great.
Every comment, every share feeds into this ever-evolving narrative of who they are.
It's almost like a feedback loop, right?
Exactly.
The public reacts to what they see, and the Kardashians, in turn, adjust their image, their behavior, to maintain their appeal.
So what does this Kardashian saga tell us about the nature of celebrity in the digital age?
It's a big question.
Are we all just performers in our own carefully curated online worlds?
Right.
Or is there space for authenticity, for genuine connection amidst all the noise?
I think that's something we all grapple with.
Yeah, it's a constant balancing act.
Absolutely. As we wrap up this deep dive, I encourage you to think about the ways in which social media shapes our perceptions of ourselves and others.
It's definitely something to be mindful of.
And maybe next time you're watching a reality show or scrolling through Instagram, you'll see those seemingly perfect lives with a little more nuance.
Yeah, a little more understanding of the complexities behind the curated image.
Absolutely. We've covered a lot of ground today, from a vintage Kardashian home video to the nature of fame in the digital age.
It's been quite the journey.
It just goes to show that sometimes the most unexpected sources can spark the most fascinating conversations.
I totally agree.
Until next time, keep diving deep.
Sound the alarm. I'm coming up. We'll have a ball. I'm sweet like a buttercup. You're a Barbie doll. Show them all what I'm made of. Strut down the hall. Won't stop till I get enough.